What if I told you that some of the foods you eat every single day could be raising your blood sugar even if you never touch candy or soft drinks? Most people believe that avoiding sugar is enough to keep their blood sugar under control. But the truth is much more surprising. Some everyday foods, including foods that are often advertised as healthy, can have a much bigger impact on your blood sugar than many people realize. These aren't rare foods that only nutrition experts talk about. They're common breakfast items, everyday meals, popular snacks, and drinks that millions of people enjoy every single day. The good news is that understanding how these foods affect your body can help you make smarter choices without giving up everything you love. In today's video, we're going to explore 10 everyday foods that may raise blood sugar more than expected. We'll explain why they have this effect, what healthier alternatives you can consider, and simple habits that may help support more stable blood sugar over time. Whether you're living with diabetes, have prediabetes, or simply want to take better care of your health, this information can help you make more informed decisions every time you sit down for a meal. Let's begin by understanding what blood sugar actually is and why it matters so much. Every time you eat foods that contain carbohydrates, your digestive system breaks them down into glucose, commonly known as blood sugar. Glucose is not the enemy. In fact, your body needs it. It provides energy for your muscles, your organs, and especially your brain. But glucose cannot enter your body's cells on its own. It depends on a hormone called insulin, which acts like a key, helping move glucose from your bloodstream into your cells where it can be used as energy. When everything is working properly, blood sugar rises after eating and gradually returns to a healthy level. Problems can begin when blood sugar remains higher than normal over long periods of time. Over months and years, consistently elevated blood sugar may increase the risk of serious health complications. Many people assume that only table sugar causes these spikes. In reality, almost any carbohydrate can affect blood sugar. The speed and amount depend on factors such as how the food is processed, how much is eaten, and what it's eaten with. That's why understanding your everyday meals is often far more important than simply avoiding desserts. Now let's look at the first food on today's list. Let's start with something that surprises many people. Fruit juice has been promoted as a healthy drink for decades. After all, it's made from fruit, so it must be healthy, right? The answer isn't quite that simple. Whole fruits naturally contain fiber. That fiber slows digestion and helps your body absorb the natural sugars more gradually. When fruit is turned into juice, much of that fiber is removed. Without the fiber, the natural sugars are absorbed much more quickly. Another important difference is portion size. Think about how many oranges it takes to fill a single glass of orange juice. Most people wouldn't sit down and eat 4 or 5 oranges at once. But drinking the juice from several oranges can take only a minute or two. This doesn't mean fruit juice is automatically bad. It simply means that whole fruit is often a more filling choice because it provides fiber along with vitamins and minerals. If you enjoy fruit juice, consider drinking smaller portions and choosing whole fruit more often. Sometimes the healthier option isn't about removing food from your diet. It's simply about choosing the form that's closer to nature. But fruit juice isn't the only breakfast favorite that deserves a closer look. Now let's talk about something found in millions of kitchens around the world. Breakfast cereal. Walk through any supermarket, and you'll see shelves filled with colorful boxes promising whole grains, vitamins, minerals, and healthy energy to start your day. But marketing doesn't always tell the whole story. Many popular breakfast cereals are made from highly refined grains and contain added sugars that can increase their impact on blood sugar. Some cereals are also very low in protein and fiber, which means you may feel hungry again not long after eating them. This is one reason why some people experience an energy crash before lunchtime. That doesn't mean every cereal is unhealthy. The key is learning how to read nutrition labels. Look for cereals that are higher in fiber, lower in added sugar, and made with whole grains whenever possible. Even better, consider pairing cereal with foods that contain protein, such as plain Greek yogurt or a handful of nuts. Small changes like these can help create a breakfast that keeps you satisfied for longer. And speaking of foods made from refined grains, our next item is something most families eat almost every day. Fresh bread straight from the oven is hard to resist. It's soft, convenient, and part of countless meals around the world. But white bread is made from refined flour. During processing, much of the fiber and nutrients naturally found in whole grains are removed. Without that fiber, your body can digest the carbohydrates more quickly, which may lead to a faster rise in blood sugar after a meal. Fortunately, healthier choices don't have to be complicated. Whole grain bread, combined with foods such as eggs, avocado, vegetables, or lean protein, creates a meal that's often more balanced and satisfying. Now let's move to another everyday favorite. Rice. Rice has been a staple food for thousands of years and is enjoyed in many cultures. There's nothing wrong with enjoying rice as part of a healthy eating pattern. The important question isn't simply what you're eating. It's how much you're eating and what you're eating with it. Large portions of white rice by itself may affect blood sugar differently than a smaller serving paired with vegetables, beans, fish, or chicken. A balanced plate provides more than just carbohydrates. It provides nutrients that work together to help keep you feeling satisfied. Healthy eating isn't about eliminating traditional foods. It's about building meals that nourish your body while supporting your long-term health. Our next food is one of the world's favorite comfort foods: French fries. Potatoes naturally contain carbohydrates. When they're deep-fried, they also absorb extra fat, making them higher in calories than many people realize. Large portions of fries, especially when eaten regularly, may not be the best choice for people trying to manage blood sugar or improve their overall health. That doesn't mean potatoes have to disappear from your diet. Preparing potatoes in the oven instead of deep-frying them and keeping portion sizes reasonable can be a more balanced approach. Now let's talk about yogurt. Yogurt is often considered one of the healthiest foods in the dairy section. And in many cases, that's true. The surprise comes from flavored yogurts. Many contain significant amounts of added sugar hidden beneath labels that sound healthy. Plain yogurt gives you the freedom to control the sweetness yourself. Adding fresh berries, sliced fruit, cinnamon, or a handful of nuts creates a delicious snack, while providing extra nutrients and fiber. Sometimes the healthiest choice isn't buying a different product. It's simply buying the simpler version. Let's move on to something millions of people enjoy every morning: coffee. By itself, plain black coffee contains very little sugar. The real surprise comes from everything that's added to it: flavored syrups, whipped cream, sweetened creamers, caramel sauces. And large serving sizes can turn a simple cup of coffee into something much closer to a dessert. Some specialty coffee drinks contain more added sugar than people expect. That doesn't mean you have to stop drinking coffee. Choosing smaller portions, reducing added syrups, or enjoying coffee with milk instead of sugary flavorings can make a noticeable difference. Sometimes the healthiest choice isn't giving something up. It's simply making a smarter version of it. Now let's look at another everyday habit: snacking. Busy schedules make packaged snacks incredibly convenient. Crackers, potato chips, cookies, snack bars, and other processed foods are often easy to grab. But many contain refined carbohydrates, added sugars, unhealthy fats, and large amounts of sodium. The challenge is that these foods are often easy to eat quickly without feeling completely satisfied. Instead of reaching for another processed snack, consider options like a handful of unsalted nuts, sliced vegetables with hummus, plain popcorn, or fresh fruit. These choices often provide more fiber and nutrients while helping you feel full for longer. Remember, healthy eating isn't about making perfect decisions every time. It's about making slightly better choices more often. And our final 2 points may actually be the most important of today's video. Sometimes the biggest sources of added sugar aren't the foods we notice. They're the sauces we pour on top. Barbecue sauce, sweet chili sauce, honey mustard, ketchup, flavored salad dressings, and bottled marinades can all contain surprising amounts of added sugar. One serving may seem small, but several servings throughout the day can add up without you even realizing it. Checking nutrition labels and choosing lower sugar alternatives can be a simple way to reduce unnecessary added sugar while still enjoying flavorful meals. Finally, let's talk about something that applies to almost every food we've discussed today: portion size. Even foods that can fit into a healthy eating pattern may have a greater effect on blood sugar when eaten in very large amounts. Instead of focusing only on removing foods from your diet, think about building a balanced plate. Adding vegetables, lean protein, healthy fats, and foods rich in fiber can help create meals that are both satisfying and nutritious. Healthy eating isn't about fear. It's not about labeling foods as completely good or completely bad. It's about understanding how different foods affect your body and making informed choices that work for your lifestyle. Before we finish, let's quickly review today's key points. Many everyday foods, including fruit juice, some breakfast cereals, white bread, white rice, French fries, sweetened yogurt, sugary coffee drinks, processed snacks, sweet sauces, and oversized portions of refined carbohydrates may influence blood sugar more than many people realize. The encouraging news is that you don't have to completely eliminate these foods to eat well. Small improvements made consistently over time often have a much greater impact than trying to completely change your diet overnight. Your health is shaped by the habits you practice every day, not by a single meal or one occasional treat. Thank you for spending these moments with us. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more evidence-based health education designed to help you make informed decisions about your well-being. If you know someone who could benefit from this information, please share this video with them. And remember, your body is always communicating with you. The more you understand those signals, the better prepared you'll be to take charge of your health. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.